tend to be preoccupied with knowing things so that we can become more powerful. We can have more influence, not unlike a man named Pontius Pilate. And sometimes we use that influence to exercise it over people so that we can get even more influence. But God is not revealing God's self through the accumulation of facts. God is revealing God's self not in what is truth, but whom is truth. Who is truth? The God before us that is standing right in front of us is, so we wash our hands just like Caesar did, is not. But it's silly. We can no more wash our hands and be free of responsibility of responding to God's grace in front of us any more than Pontius Pilate. It's ludicrous. As I was preparing to come over here this day, I was greeted by a cell phone that was extended by someone, a member of my parish, and said, "You know, you've been praying for my brother. I've had the privilege of going down and taking care of him, washing him, make sure he got a bath while he was suffering. And he found out he was riddled with cancer, and they can't do anything about it. This is Seth on the other line, Pastor. Talk to him." I got to talk to this man that we've been praying for. I've never met him before in my life. That I could see Christ in this man. As he told me of how he was given basically a death sentence. But he said, "Pastor, I have seen things that I've never seen before. I have a sense of peace about me that I have never felt before in my life. I don't know where it comes from, Pastor." And I had to say, "Seth, I do. I do know where it's coming from. I know whom it's coming from. God is using you, and God is using you even right now to speak to me." May we all be transformed to not be passive observers anymore of God doing what God does, and we wash our hands. May we be transformed not to live by our apathy, but to humbly submit to God's will and follow the example of Jesus Christ and get life from him and not exercise our power and influence so that we or our denominations or the things that we care about get lifted up. May we be humble so that we can be Christ and see Christ in one another.
Breaking the bonds of sin. As we turn towards that day, as we head that way, we need to look deep in ourselves, through the eyes of our heart, into our soul, and identify that cross, that thing that's keeping us away from Christ. It may be little, it may be big. Only you know. And you must be honest with yourself and honest with God. And as you find that cross, and you find that honesty in you, ask for forgiveness and ask Jesus to walk with you during this time and help you carry your cross. And you know what he